Hello, I'm Michaela and welcome to another video, and this one is a book haul, and I have quite a few books here that I will either be selling via book apps or donating to charity for the ones that aren't really worth selling. And I'm going to jump straight into this because there is quite a few here. And the first book that I have is Memphis by Tara M. Springfellow. I literally know nothing about this book. I received this at work for free. I picked it up and then ended up just not reading it. But anyways, like I've read the blurb, found it interested, and then suddenly been very uninterested. The next book that I have is Dark Inheritance by H.F. Asquith. This is a local author to me who wrote this, and this is about a dark inheritance that this young man has received, where he thinks he will die on his 18th birthday, and he's got to figure out how to stop that. Yeah, and I'll not say anything else about it because it will spoil the book. I think I gave this like 2 or 3 stars on Goodreads. The plot itself was fine, but the writing for me wasn't the best, and that cover is beautiful too. And the next book I have is Jeremy Clarkson Diddley Squat, A Year on the Farm. I did enjoy this, it was fun. I also recommend the TV show on Prime. I don't really know how to explain this, but they're basically doing the same thing. And the next book that I have is The Gilded Ones by Namina Fauna. I may have put this into a Unhaul before, I'm not sure. Again, I've read the first 2 books in the series so far. I think I'm waiting on the third one. I'm not going to read them again, so there's not really any point of keeping the books. But yes, I have Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. I enjoyed this. I think I gave this like 4 stars on Goodreads or something. There's not much explanation behind Bridget Jones. It is just Bridget Jones. I have read all of them now. It was a goal of mine to complete the series. I have vlogged and reviewed them. And the next book that I have is Further Adventures of an Idiot Abroad by Card Pillington, which is, it's a TV show too, also with Ricky Gervais in it, and there's another guy, I forget his name though, but yes, a little bit silly, great fun, very easy, simple read, so I can recommend them for that, to be fair. The next book I have is a very good book, and that is The Raptures by Jan Carson. It is excellent. It's set in Ireland, and during a time where it was still a bit turbulent between the Catholics and I forget, is it like the Protestants or something? The IRA are still a thing, bombing place and stuff, and there's this young girl whose classmates are all getting sick and dying, and she just isn't, and it's her dealing with that, feeling guilty, and so it's just like her local community whether they're pulling together and all the team up and deal with it or not, and like looking into that a little bit. That was 5-star reads for me, but I'm not going to touch that again. And the next book I have is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. It's an Adam Driver book about, it's just Adam Driver, really. But anyways, I wasn't really a big fan, a bit bored. But nothing to say really. The next book I have is, I think it has won a Waterstones Award for the year, and that is The Cats I Meet Along the Way by Nadia McHale, and this one is cute, it's very sweet, not really about cats, It is about family dynamics during a time of turmoil. But it's very good. I do recommend it. The next book I have is And the Sky Beyond, 33 Little Fables. I don't really have much to say about this. I gave it 3 stars. Wasn't bad, wasn't good. Don't have much to say about it. But yeah, that can go too. The next 3 I have is volume 1, 2 and 4 of The Walking Dead. I was given these. I'm not going to read them because I've already read past them. So these can be sold on too, I guess, because there's no point really of me owning them. And the next 2 books are part of a series, and I currently own the 3rd book in the series, and these are the Loki books by Louis Stoll. These are great fun. There is Loki, the Bad God's Guide to Being Good, and Loki, a Bad God's Guide to Taking the Blame. I mean, as much as I love these, they are very kind of Diary of a Wimpy Kid kind of layout on the inside. Very quick, simple, and very fun. I'm not going to read them again though, even though I love them with all my heart. So I'm sure a child will love them somewhere. The next book I have is The Kingdom Over the Sea by Zora and the Bee. Beautiful cover. Very nice book. Like, it was Children's Book of the Month last month, I think. But I'm not going to touch this again, even though I did enjoy this. I don't really have much to say about it either. But yeah. The next book I have is a 3rd in the series, which I didn't realise at the time when I bought it. And that is Rebels of Eden. I think if I kind of rediscover this at some point, I will start from the beginning. And the cover on this is awesome. I do really love that cover, but I'm not going to touch this at this point. It's been on my shelf for a long time. I'm not going to touch it. Can't even tell you what it's about, to be quite honest. And the next book that I have is Moonflight by Jill Lewis. This was very cute. I gave a couple of copies to pen pals as well. I think I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads, 3 or 4 stars, I can't remember. I did enjoy it. It was a very sweet book. A little rushed at the end, maybe, but again, a lot of these, the ones that I've read, I don't really have a lot to say about. But most of them were alright. The next I have had on my shelf for quite some time, and that is I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Stieg Larsson? That is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I did have interest in this book for quite some time, but it's been sat there for so long and I've not bothered to pick it up. So I'm not going to keep it anymore. You know, I might watch the movie just to kind of get it to grips with it, see if it's worth it. This next one I have already read and bought this like 2 years ago without realising that I'd already bought it and read it. And that is Some Kind of Wonderful by Giovanna Fletcher. I genuinely cannot remember anything about it. Obviously mediocre. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Don't really care where that one goes. And the last one that I have is Bridget Jones' Diary and Other Writing. It is the lovely hardback edition from the 25th anniversary, and I have no intention of rereading the series, as even though I thoroughly enjoyed it. There is one book in the series missing from this pile because it is water damaged. I damaged it by knocking it into a bath full of water. But never mind, I'm not devastated by that, that's all good, since I'm not actually going to revisit the series. But never mind, this one can say bye-bye. But anyways, that is all I have right now. I hope you've enjoyed the video, just me giving very brief chit chat about them all, even though there's not much to say. Just thought you might like to see what I'm getting rid of, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.